This video is for Black Americans who are looking for a better life outside the U.S. Herein is a list and description of 7 English-speaking countries where Black Americans could potentially live their best lives. Let's be real, folks. Many of us are fed up with systemic racism, economic disparities, health disparities, police brutality, daily microaggressions, and overall inequality and hostility that we constantly endure in America, which frankly looks like it will get worse near term. So, it's no surprise more and more Black Americans are packing their bags and looking beyond U.S. borders. We're searching for a place where we can breathe a little easier, where our melanin isn't a threat, and where our dreams have a fighting chance. This isn't about giving up on America. It's about reclaiming our narrative. It's about choosing ourselves, choosing peace, choosing opportunity. It's about exploring the world and finding a place where we belong. Setting the stage. What does welcoming even look like? Now, when we say welcoming, we're not just talking about a friendly wave and a plate of cookies, though who doesn't love cookies? We're talking about genuine acceptance, respect, and a sense of belonging. Imagine living in a place where you can drive down the street without being followed by suspicious eyes, or where you don't have to worry about police shooting you in the back or stepping on your neck because you are Black. Imagine a place where your children or grandchildren can attend school without fear of discrimination. Imagine a place where your culture is celebrated, not just tolerated. That's the kind of welcoming I'm talking about. A place where you can truly be yourself without apology or reservation. Top criteria. Ready to explore your options? Great, I got you. I have traveled to over 30 countries, talked with locals and expats, did my online research, and this is my list of the top countries Black Americans should consider if they are looking to make a move. This list was compiled based on 4 key criteria: safety, affordability, English speaking, and most importantly, a thriving community where Black Americans feel welcomed and celebrated. Think of this as your welcome home starter pack. So, buckle up, my brothers and sisters. We're about to embark on a virtual journey to a better life in another land. Get ready to explore the possibilities, dream big, and embrace the unknown. Your new chapter awaits. First stop on our global adventure, Ghana. This West African nation isn't just a place on the map, it's a feeling. It's the rhythm of the djembe drums, the warmth of the sun on your skin, and the taste of jollof rice that makes your soul sing. It's a country with a rich history, a vibrant culture, and a growing economy. Now let's talk about Accra, Ghana's bustling capital city. Imagine a place where the energy is electric, the people are friendly, and the nightlife is off the chain. That's Accra in a nutshell. You'll find a mix of modern skyscrapers and traditional markets, giving you the best of both worlds. And when it comes to safety, Accra is generally considered safe, especially in the expat areas. Of course, like any big city, it's always smart to be aware of your surroundings and take common sense precautions. But here's the thing about Accra, it's got soul. You can feel it in the air, in the smiles of the people, in the way everyone greets each other with a warm akwaba welcome. It's the kind of place where you can be yourself, where you can let your guard down and just be. Now, you may be thinking, this all sounds great, but can I actually build a life in Ghana? The short answer is absolutely. Ghana's economy is booming, and there are opportunities in various sectors, from tech to tourism to agriculture. Plus, the cost of living in Ghana is significantly less than in the U.S., so your hard-earned dollars will stretch a whole lot further. And let's not forget about the community. Ghana has a large and vibrant expat community. so you'll have plenty of opportunities to connect with like-minded people. Plus, Ghanaians are known for their warmth and hospitality, so you'll feel right at home in no time. Okay, let's talk numbers, people. One of the biggest perks of living in Ghana is the affordable cost of living. We're talking about housing that won't break the bank, delicious local food that costs a fraction of what you'd pay back home, and transportation that won't drain your wallet. Seriously, you can find a spacious apartment in a decent neighborhood for a fraction of the cost of a tiny studio apartment in some U.S. cities. And don't even get me started on the fresh produce at the markets. You'll be eating like royalty on a pauper's budget. But it's not just about saving money. It's about living a richer life. In Ghana, you can afford to enjoy the simple things, like eating out at local restaurants, exploring the country on weekends, and actually having some disposable income to enjoy yourself. Next up, on our global adventure, we're heading south, way south, to the tip of the African continent. Get ready for breathtaking landscapes, vibrant cities, and a cultural tapestry that's as diverse as the people who call it home. That's right, folks. I'm talking South Africa. South Africa is a land of contrasts, where towering mountains meet pristine beaches, where bustling cities coexist with sprawling savannas, and where ancient traditions blend seamlessly with modern life. It's a country that has faced its share of challenges, but has emerged stronger, more resilient, and more determined to embrace a better future. And for Black Americans, South Africa offers a unique opportunity to connect with a nation that understands the struggle for equality and justice. South Africa has a lot to offer, but most folks end up in one of three big cities: Johannesburg, Cape Town, or Durban. Johannesburg, or Josie as the locals call it, is the economic powerhouse, a bustling metropolis with a go-getter attitude. Cape Town, nestled at the foot of Table Mountain, is a visual masterpiece known for its natural beauty, laid-back vibe, and thriving art scene. And then there's Durban, the coastal gem, where the warm waters of the Indian Ocean meet golden beaches. And the community of people are multicultural at almost every turn. Safety in South Africa is like America and many other countries in the world. It depends on several factors, like which neighborhood you are in and what security features are in place. I recently asked a group of Black women expats in South Africa if any of them were a victim of crime in South Africa, or if they knew anyone personally that was a victim. And all who replied said no to experiencing any violence in South Africa. There were a few reports of petty theft. Like any country, there are areas that are safer than others. It's crucial to do your research, connect with locals, and be aware of your surroundings. Millions of people live, work, and thrive in South Africa's cities. So like in the U.S., take proper precautions and use common sense. Now, we can't talk about South Africa without acknowledging its complex and painful history. Apartheid, the system of racial segregation and discrimination, cast a long shadow over the nation. But here's the thing about South Africa: they faced their demons head on. Through the tireless efforts of Nelson Mandela and countless others, apartheid was dismantled, and South Africa embarked on a remarkable journey of reconciliation and rebuilding. The spirit of Ubuntu, the belief in the interconnectedness of all humanity, is deeply ingrained in the South African psyche. And for Black Americans, this shared history of struggle and resilience can be incredibly powerful. It's a chance to connect with a nation that understands the fight for equality on a visceral level, and to witness firsthand the transformative power of forgiveness, unity, and hope. There is nothing like the wonderful warm feeling I felt when I stepped off the plane in South Africa and heard, "Welcome home, my sister." Not only were they welcoming me to Africa, the motherland, they were also welcoming me to South Africa, where South African Blacks, like American Blacks, suffered for hundreds of years from racism. Although not exactly the same, they can relate to our struggle. Now, don't get the wrong impression. Racism and inequality still exist in South Africa. It just, in my opinion, doesn't look or feel as bad as in the U.S. I think the reasons for that are, in South Africa, 1, racism is illegal. 2, blacks are the majority of the population at about 80%. And 3, blacks have power in the government, serving in leadership roles in all 3 branches. In the executive branch, as president, in parliament, and in the judicial system. Living the good life, affordably in South Africa. All right, let's talk affordability. Because let's be honest, that's a major factor for anyone considering moving abroad. The good news is South Africa offers a very favorable cost of living, especially compared to the U.S. We're talking about housing that won't break the bank, groceries that won't drain your wallet, and transportation that's actually affordable. Of course, the cost of living varies depending on where you choose to live and your lifestyle. But I found housing, transportation, and food, both at restaurants and grocery stores, to be 50% or less than what the equivalent would have cost me in the U.S. Now, of course, wages are also less in South Africa compared to the States. But if you are retired or work remotely or in some other way can maintain your U.S. income while living in South Africa, that is a financial win for you. Because overall, you'll find that your money goes a lot further in South Africa, which means you can enjoy a higher quality of life without breaking the bank. Barbados, sun, sand, and a whole lot of soul. From the southern tip of Africa, we're headed across the Atlantic. Get ready for turquoise waters, powdery white sand beaches, and a vibe that's as chill as a Bob Marley tune. That's right, folks. We're heading to Barbados. Now, Barbados isn't just another pretty island. This Caribbean gem is bursting with personality. From its vibrant culture, rich history, and friendly locales to its delicious food. And for Black Americans, Barbados offers something truly special. A chance to connect with your roots in a place where your heritage is celebrated, not just acknowledged. This island nation was once a major hub in the transatlantic slave trade, a dark chapter that's forever etched in its history. But Barbados has risen from the ashes, transforming itself into a beacon of resilience, independence, and pride. Island life without the trust fund. Now, let's address the elephant in the room: cost of living in Barbados. Island life often comes with a hefty price tag, but here's the good news about Barbados. It's possible to live comfortably without having to win the lottery. Yes, some things are more expensive in Barbados, especially imported goods. But when it comes to locally resourced essentials, you'll find the cost of living quite manageable, especially compared to major U.S. cities. Local markets overflow with fresh fruits, vegetables, and seafood at reasonable prices, so you can enjoy healthy, delicious meals without breaking the bank. Housing costs can vary depending on location and amenities. But hey, who needs a fancy penthouse when you can snag a cozy apartment with ocean views? Plus, with reliable public transportation, you can explore the island without having to rely on expensive taxis. Safety is a top priority no matter where you choose to live. And when it comes to safety, Barbados is a breath of fresh air. This island nation consistently ranks as one of the safest in the Caribbean, with a low crime rate and a peaceful atmosphere. Of course, like any destination, it's always wise to exercise common sense and take precautions, especially at night and in unfamiliar areas. But overall, you can stroll along the beaches, explore the towns, and enjoy the nightlife without constantly looking over your shoulder. The locals are known for their warmth and hospitality, and there's a strong sense of community that makes you feel welcome from the moment you arrive. So, kick back, relax, and embrace the laid-back Bajan lifestyle, knowing that you're in good hands. Now, let's talk about the fun stuff, Bajan culture. Get ready to immerse yourself in a vibrant tapestry of music, dance, food, and traditions that will captivate your senses and leave you wanting more. One of the biggest highlights is Crop Over, Barbados' annual carnival celebration. It's a riot of color, music, and fun, with elaborate costumes, pulsating rhythms, and street parties that last until dawn. But Bajan culture is more than just parties. It's about the warmth of the people, the rhythm of life, and the deep connection to history and heritage. Whether you're sipping rum punch on a beach, grooving to calypso music, or cheering on the West Indies cricket team, you'll feel the infectious energy and spirit of Barbados. And for Black Americans, there's an added layer of connection. Barbados' history is intricately linked to the African diaspora, and you'll find traces of your heritage in the food, the music, the language, and the stories passed down through generations. From the vibrant shores of Barbados, we're setting sail for another slice of paradise. Get ready for crystal clear waters that shimmer like 1,000 diamonds, powdery white sand beaches that stretch as far as the eye can see, and a vibe that's as laid back as a hammock swaying in the breeze. That's right, folks, we're heading to the Bahamas. Now, you may be thinking, the Bahamas? Isn't that where the rich and famous hang out? Well, yes and no. The Bahamas has its fair share of luxury resorts and exclusive enclaves. But beyond the glitz and glamour, there's an authentic Bahamian experience waiting to be discovered. And it's more affordable than you might think. We're talking about a place where the people are warm and welcoming. The food is finger-licking good. Conch fritters, anyone? And the culture is a vibrant blend of African, European, and Caribbean influences. Now, no trip to the Bahamas is complete without a stop in Nassau, the bustling capital city. Imagine pastel-colored buildings lining the streets, horse-drawn carriages clip-clopping through the squares, and the air filled with reggae music and laughter. That's Nassau in a nutshell. Explore historic forts, browse duty-free shops, or soak up the sun on Junkanoo Beach. When the sun sets, Nassau's nightlife comes alive. Enjoy a romantic dinner overlooking the harbor, a lively bar with live music, or dance the night away at a club. Nassau knows how to pace itself. For a laid-back vibe, find a secluded beach, a quiet cafe, or a peaceful park to unwind. It's the best of both worlds. Now, while the resorts are certainly tempting, we encourage you to venture beyond the all-inclusive bubble and experience the authentic heart and soul of the Bahamas. That means hopping on a local ferry and exploring the out islands, each with its own unique character and charm. Picture yourself swimming with pigs in Exuma, diving with sharks in the Abacos, or simply relaxing on a secluded beach in Eleuthera, where the only footprints in the sand are your own. And don't forget to immerse yourself in the local culture. Attend a Junkanoo festival, where colorful costumes and pulsating rhythms will transport you to another world. Sample the local cuisine, from fresh-caught seafood to savory stews and spicy jerk chicken. And chat with the locals, who are known for their warmth, humor, and infectious zest for life. Okay, let's talk affordability. The Bahamas has a reputation for being expensive, and it's true, especially real estate and imported goods. But the good news is, Grand Bahama has homes for sale in essentially the same price range as in the U.S., with affordable homes in the $150,000 to $300,000 price range. This includes single-family homes, condos, and townhouses. Of course, housing costs vary depending on location and amenities. If you're willing to live like a local, you can find affordable apartments and houses for rent, especially on the out islands. And when it comes to food, embrace the local markets and grocery stores, where you'll find fresh produce, seafood, and other staples at reasonable prices. Plus, with a little creativity and resourcefulness, you can enjoy the island lifestyle without spending a fortune. Take advantage of free activities like swimming, snorkeling, and hiking. Embrace the local culture and enjoy affordable entertainment options like street festivals, live music, and community events. From the laid-back vibes of the Bahamas, we're cranking up the energy and setting our compass south. Get ready for a double dose of Caribbean charm where the rhythm of steel pan drums fills the air. The energy of Carnival is a force of nature. We're heading to Trinidad and Tobago, the twin island nation that knows how to party. Small on the map, but big on personality. Two sides of the same coin with a vibrant culture and warm hospitality. So, you're probably wondering, which island is right for me? Well, that depends on what you're looking for. If you crave the energy of a big city, Trinidad is calling your name. But if you're dreaming of secluded beaches, Tobago is your island sanctuary. The best part? You don't have to choose. With regular ferry services, you can experience the best of both worlds. Now let's talk about safety, because that's an important concern wherever you are visiting or living. Trinidad and Tobago are generally safe countries, especially for tourists and expats. Like any destination, it's always wise to exercise common sense and take precautions, especially at night and in unfamiliar areas. But here's the thing about Trinidad and Tobago. The people are incredibly friendly and welcoming. You'll be greeted with smiles wherever you go, and locals are always happy to help if you need directions, recommendations, or just someone to chat with. There's a strong sense of community in both islands, and you'll quickly feel like you're part of the family. Of course, it's always a good idea to stay aware of your surroundings. Avoid flashy displays of wealth, and trust your instincts. But overall, you can relax and enjoy the Trini vibes, knowing that you're in good hands. Cost of living in Trinidad and Tobago. Let's talk affordability. Trinidad and Tobago offer a very reasonable cost of living. Housing won't break the bank, groceries won't drain your wallet, and transportation is affordable. Your money goes further here. Enjoy delicious food, vibrant nightlife, and natural beauty. Sounds like a pretty good deal to me. Kenya, where the savannah meets the city. We're touching down in Kenya, a nation as diverse as its wildlife and as welcoming as a warm cup of chai. Picture safari adventures, lions lounging, and elephants marching across the vast savannah. Kenya is more than just a safari destination. It's a land of vibrant cultures and breathtaking landscapes. For Black Americans, Kenya offers a unique opportunity to connect with the African diaspora and explore a land where your ancestors once walked. Now, no trip to Kenya is complete without a visit to Nairobi, the bustling capital city that's as dynamic and diverse as the nation itself. Nairobi blends modern skyscrapers with traditional markets, all set against rolling hills and acacia trees. Sip Kenyan coffee at a sidewalk cafe while watching the city come alive. And when the sun goes down, Nairobi transforms into a vibrant nightlife destination, with everything from rooftop bars to underground clubs. Despite its rapid growth, Nairobi retains a laid-back charm and warmth, discovering the real Kenya beyond the safari. While a safari is a must-do, don't limit yourself to just the tourist trail. Kenya is begging to be explored, from mountains and beaches to cities and villages. Head to Laikipia Plateau for eco-lodges and conservation efforts. Venture to Masai Mara during the Great Migration. Escape to Diani Beach for turquoise waters and white sand. The real magic of Kenya lies in its people. Engage with Maasai warriors and their vibrant culture. Visit a village, sample cuisine, and hear stories. Cost of living in Kenya. Let's talk affordability, a major factor for anyone considering a move abroad. Kenya offers an incredibly affordable cost of living, especially if you live outside of Nairobi, Kenya's capital and fast-growing metropolis. The cost of rent in Nairobi is similar to rent in medium-sized cities in the U.S. However, outside Nairobi, housing is much more affordable. Groceries and transportation in Kenya is generally more affordable than in the U.S. Overall, your money stretches further in Kenya. Kenya has the potential to provide a higher quality of life without stressing over finances, depending on your lifestyle. Last but not least, Antigua and Barbuda, one of the safer Caribbean islands, especially in expat and tourist areas. Antigua and Barbuda offers peace of mind for those looking to relocate. The cost of living in Antigua is moderate, with housing costs varying depending on proximity to tourist centers. Outside of tourist areas, rent is about 50% cheaper than in the U.S. The average monthly rent for a one-bedroom apartment in Antigua, outside of tourist areas, is approximately $750 per month, compared to a higher cost of approximately $1,800 per month in the United States. For a three-bedroom apartment in central Antigua, the cost would be approximately $1,500 per month, compared to approximately $3,000 per month in the U.S. These prices are not for waterfront properties, which would cost more. It's not easy finding up-to-date rental prices on the internet for Antigua like we can for properties in the U.S. So it's best to visit the islands and meet with real estate rental agents in order to get the best prices. English is the official language in Antigua, making communication easy and seamless. But what truly sets Antigua and Barbuda apart is its community. Known for its warm and friendly people, the island is welcoming to Black Americans and boasts strong ties to African heritage. Here, you'll find a place where you can connect with others, embrace the local culture, and feel right at home. So if you're dreaming of a Caribbean haven where you can live comfortably and feel embraced by a community that values diversity, Antigua and Barbuda might just be the perfect destination for you. So there you have it, folks. We've journeyed from the motherland to the Caribbean, exploring a world of possibilities for Black Americans seeking a fresh start, a new adventure, or simply a place where we can truly be ourselves. We've seen how affordability, safety, a shared language, and most importantly, a welcoming community can make all the difference in finding a place to call home. Even if it's thousands of miles away from where you started. Remember that feeling we talked about at the beginning? That longing for a place where your melanin isn't a barrier, where your dreams are met with open arms, and where you can breathe a little easier? It's out there, waiting for you to discover it. The world is a big, beautiful, and diverse place. And there's a place for everyone, regardless of your background, your beliefs, or the color of your skin. Moving abroad is a big decision. It takes courage, it takes planning, and it takes a leap of faith. but trust me, the potential rewards are immeasurable. Imagine waking up every day to the sound of the ocean, the scent of spices in the air, or the sight of 1,000 stars illuminating the night sky. Imagine immersing yourself in a new culture, learning a new language, or brushing up on your English skills, and making lifelong friends from all walks of life. Imagine the sense of accomplishment you'll feel as you navigate a new country, embrace new challenges, and create a life you never thought possible. That's the beauty of stepping outside your comfort zone, of embracing the unknown, and of opening yourself up to a world of possibilities. So, what are you waiting for? The world is calling, and it's time to answer. Start researching, start planning, do more than dream, take action as if your life depended on it, because it just might. Connect with people who have already made the move. Ask questions and gather as much information as you can. Don't let fear hold you back. This is your chance to rewrite your story, to create a legacy, and to inspire others to chase their own dreams. Remember, your journey doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be yours. There are other countries as well that may be suitable for you if you already speak another language or are willing to learn. Languages such as Spanish, French, Swahili, Thai, or Portuguese, for example. I will discuss those countries in another video, so stay tuned. In the meantime, remember to like and share this video. Your comments are welcomed. I wish you life full of love, joy, and peace.